We are very happy to announce partnership of Onlygood and Blue Ocean Steel. We look forward to working with Blue Ocean on the carbon management, especially in the steel industry.
Rajiv, we are very excited to be associating with Onlygood. I think it is the need of the hour, and not just for the people who are into exporting their goods to Europe, but I think very soon it will become a reality for people who are even doing business in India. So it's the best time to prepare ourselves for the next, which is going to happen. Let's do it together. It's time for all of us to give it back to the nature and making the whole world a sustainable place. So in whatever we are doing, let's do sustainable activities so that we create a better world together.
Right. So, as you have been working in the steel and you know the requirements now for green steel, recycled steel, electric arc furnace, so those are very important parameters. And I believe India is poised to go to the next level. And with companies like you and we trying to work together, giving transparency to organizations, it will become a game changer.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
So Pankaj, your life has been very interesting. So moving from sales to marketing and steel and now into a corporate world where you are writing book. So tell me the inspiration behind and what is this book about?
I strongly feel that all of us live only once. That is very important for all of us to kindly to register in ourselves. So when we live only once, it's very important to have your own bucket list and complete it. For me, the bucket list was definitely I wanted to do something, giving back to the nature, and that is why I completed a 5-year doctorate program, and that was done on sustainability. So I just completed it 2 months back, and now I'm writing this book, which is more on a transformative journey which one can do in his life, and then I'm trying to relate it to the India story. The whole book is about taking the leap of faith and then doing something different which you want to pursue, your passion in a country like India. And I can guarantee you that there cannot be a better time for all of us.
Now moving from Pankaj to Dr. Pankaj, how does it feel?
Boy, we sold close to 160,000 tons of special steel, which is a feat in itself. But the pleasure which 1 lakh of sales gave to me, getting in doctorate was a altogether different thing. It was a very soul satisfying.
Very good. And now this sustainability has actually gone inside your life.
Yes.
I believe you've also tried turning vegan and you're also looking at doing marathons, changing this whole landscape about yourself, your life, your family. So does sustainability getting deep into this impact your personal life, your ecosystem, your family and everything?
Very much. See, there's no point of acquiring a knowledge and then not practicing it. I believe if you really acquire some knowledge, then you should have the guts to follow it, do it, and experiment it on yourself. And that is what I'm doing. And I feel it's changing my life. And definitely these are the other bucket list items which I have, getting into a marathon and all. So I'm sure it is going to happen very soon.
So one of the biggest challenge that I hear from corporate or anybody adopting sustainability, it's about cost, it's about, others will do, why should I do? It does not apply to me, I'm doing my own thing. But then what I see from you is, or what I have also experienced, the moment you adopt this, your life changes completely. It's a metamorphosis from being somebody to somebody better, I would say. And it impacts your social circle, your circle of your family, your friend, and your whole working environment. So I believe the same applies to you. And any incident or anything that you feel that can be shared?
See, what you say is very right. Most of the corporates in India, they always are unable to differentiate between what is an investment and what is a cost. Sustainability or taking steps towards sustainability is more of an investment rather than a cost. But I feel earlier they were not being aware about the whole concept of sustainability. There were not even agencies or companies like Onlygood who can kind of guide them. It's not that they don't want to do it, but if they are properly guided, I surely feel that they're all human beings that do understand things. and people like you and your team should definitely be making a difference.
Sure, sure, yes. So I also feel storytelling and talking about this is very important, because when we started this company, the idea was to solve problem for organizations. But then we started on a note which was more on technology, about artificial intelligence. So we changed the narrative. We went more what you're talking about, adopting sustainability as a way of life for corporate governance, for competitive advantage, for getting more value out of things that you do. And I see substantial change in that. There are organizations which are seriously adopting this to make sure that their organization becomes a richer organization, something that they can be proud of, a legacy that they want to leave. What are your thoughts on this?
I completely second your thoughts. I only feel is that in quite a large number of cases we have to kind of make the other person understand the pain which they might undergo in future for the business which they are doing. See, if you tell somebody that because of corporate governance or because of some government mandate you need to follow it, there may not be very biased honestly, because people have got their own list of priorities which they are not able to fulfill. But when it comes to educating them properly and proposing that it is not just solving your pain area but creating value out of it also, then I think it is going to be a game changer. And I feel whatever I know that you guys are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Wonderful job with Suzuki, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, Bharati and Daimler.
Definitely, I can tell you with my 32 years of experience in the steel industry, not just about the people who are into steel, but also the guys who are making auto components. We can create a difference. We can reach out to a lot of people and create a difference by making their lives more meaningful.
Right, I completely reverberate what you're saying. So what we were discussing was that pollution will increase, and it's happening year on year. So we also created a graph and chart. And then nobody takes care of that. So he said, can government impose a tax and make sure that everybody breathes clean air? And people will say yes, but if there is a cost, nobody wants to bear that. So eventually you will spend more money on your health, on doctor, on prescription, on medicine, on asthma, on reducing your life, but you're not ready to be part of that bigger system. So that's a dilemma that everybody or every organization faces.
I will only say that organizations like Onlygood should create awareness. That awareness is not there incidentally today. It is ultimately, I feel they are all people and they are sensitive.
Right.
So we have to kind of make them aware and then sensitize the issue and present in a manner that it is not for completing or some compliance or meeting some compliance, but it is also for which will make their company sustainable for a long period of time. They are more interested to make their company sustainable, and possibly this is going to help.
So sustainability word itself has become a misnomer. It has been overused by people, and they use this word very loosely without understanding. This is circularity. Circularity is again a very simple word, overused many times. But if you look at a very simple cycle of starting and closing the same group, like in your case, like Blue Ocean Steel, when you started trading, so you were focused on the high-grade steel and others, but then you looked into the scrap, converted that into an opportunity where you give that recycle from one source to the steel mills, generate a green steel, get better value. So those things should come, those innovations should come.
Yeah, it is happening. The pace is slow. See, in anything, I think we should not worry about whether what terms are being overused and all. There are always going to be many people who do not know the subject matter, but kind of they will try to make an opportunity out of it. I think we have to focus on maybe the top 2, 3 or 4% of the and then they will educate the whole community. That is how I feel it happens every time.
Right. You're right. It takes time and a lot of effort for newcomers or organizations. We are on the right track, and then partnering with you will make a lot of meaning to the society.
Yes.
You have 450 plus customers. Blue Ocean Steel has that, and we can together at least start educating these suppliers to become more greener and also go into